How's it going, YouTube? This is the throwback tag. I know I'm speaking very fast because I'm trying to get loads and loads of videos done so that I can just go and edit them all in one big mass. And I apologise for my dog barking. She barked in one of my other videos as well. So if you can't hear me, that's why. My door's closed and I can't get to my dog because I'm lying on my bed, and that would mean I have to get into my wheelchair, stop the video, get into my wheelchair, go through and tell her to get down, which she probably wouldn't do. What year were you born in? I was born in 1999. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? I do. I will insert them. TV shows did I grow up watching? I used to watch The Wiggles, Fireman Sam, Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Man, Barney, Brum, Mr. Blobby, I don't know what the real name of that show is. Teletubbies when I was very, very little. In the Night Garden when I was very, very little. These are bringing back loads and loads of memories. Come Outside. Balamori. By the way, I have my answers written down here. I did that ages ago. I just didn't film the video. What did you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be that? I wanted to be a fashion designer when I grew up. But I quite like the idea of like being a graphic designer now. So I suppose fashion kind of led me on the art, creative track thing. Favourite toys to play with? Oh wow, I used to have, technically it was my brother's. When my brother was like 2, he had this little toy called Bubbles. It was a monkey, and I kind of kidnapped it when I was 5, 6 or something, and I've kept it for ages. It's in my cupboard somewhere. I might have to drag it out one day and show you. It had arms that like extended and rattled around and stuff, and it had squeaky like feet and stuff, so it was pretty cute. What's the most embarrassing thing you can remember doing as a child? First time I did a wheelie. You may have seen this in my Facts About Me videos. First time I tried to do a wheelie, I stupidly thought, oh, it's a fantastic idea to do it on concrete. I fell backwards, hit my head, and I'm actually lucky I didn't end up in hospital. 3 songs you loved to listen to as a child. Oh wow, this is bringing back memories. The answers that I'm about like reading that I wrote down. You guys will know it as the Numa Numa song, but only recently I learned that it was called Dragosta Dinte by Ozone. I absolutely love those guys, even though it was a one-hit wonder. I like all the guys separately. Arsenium, I think he's called, Arsini, Dan Bilan, and I can't remember the other guy's name. But yeah, I follow Dan Bilan on like social media and stuff. Arsenium, I have seen on Eurovision. I didn't know till quite recently he was on Eurovision, and I went crazy. Flying the Flag is also another song that I loved to listen to as a child, which was also on Eurovision. By Scooch, and Witch Doctor is also another song. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? I used to always dress up for the same thing every year. I used to always have this like little pumpkin outfit. It was like a little, like, you know, the aprons that you used to get in primary school. You used to put that over us, and it was a pumpkin. It was kind of like that, and I used to have like a little hat used to go along with it. I also used to dress up as a witch sometimes. Tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were young. Oh, about 5 years ago. We were in Lincolnshire, and basically I was sitting with my brother on my brother's knee for some weird reason. And he was bouncing me, and then he grabbed the back of me, like he cupped his hand around the back of me and leant me backwards, and he was like, trust me, I know what I'm doing. So I trusted him, stupidly. I leant backwards. It was a wooden floor, I leant backwards, smacked my head on the wooden floor, and went really dizzy. And I just like sat on the floor for like 5 minutes straight, not being able to decide like whether I would laugh or cry. So I kind of just sat there like half laughing, half crying. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? Yeah, being disabled and being without the use of my legs, I used to wear like splints, calipers a lot. I still do, but not as much as I should. So I wear them, and every single time, like I used to have to get recasted for them, like every now and again, because I grew out of them. And every single pair that I owned up until about 3 or 4 years ago, I kept them all in a box. I don't know whether we still have them. I think my parents might have thrown them all away recently, without my permission. Hopefully not, because they bring back a lot of memories. I actually remember my first time that I got splints. I was like this small. I was so tiny. What was something weird you used to do as a child? I used to, like, when I'm writing, used to always think that curly writing was like amazing and you were super smart if you did that. So I used to always purposely make sure that I would curl all my Y's and my G's, like my lowercase G's. And if I was like writing my like an essay or something, I don't know what to call it, like assessment, that's the word I was looking for. If I was writing an assessment or a story up or something in primary school, I would always read it back like 3 or 4 times and making sure that I purposely went round and curled every single Y and G. What was the scariest thing that I remember happening to me when I was younger? I didn't write one down for this. I reckon probably burning my feet when I was a child. Basically, obviously because I don't have any feeling in my feet. My sister, we were about, 8, probably younger, probably about 6. And my sister was like, we had a table, coffee table, that was next to a radiator. My sister was sitting there warming up her feet. Obviously she can feel her feet. I decided, being 6 at the time, I decided it'd be a good idea to copy my sister because I didn't know what she was doing. And I put my feet on the radiator. I sat there for about 10 minutes with them on before my mum came through. It was Halloween as well. Was it Halloween or Christmas? No, it was Halloween. My mum came through from the kitchen. Was like, Laura, what are you doing? And I took my feet down and she looked at the bottom of my feet and there was loads of blisters at the bottom of them. So my dad wrapped my feet up in a towel and took me to A&E, and I spent ages in there, and I had to stay in for about, I think it was like 3 weeks. No, it's probably not that extreme. It's probably like two weeks. It was more than a week anyway. I had to stay in there over Halloween, so I was pretty miffed about that. I was just like, that's not fair. Although on the plus side, did remember getting a little bag of chocolates from like my family, so that was good. And that's the end of that video. I'm gonna go back and edit every single one of these. I will probably try and post them in the order that I filmed them so that it makes sense what I'm saying in each video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe and please like the video. And I would appreciate it if you shared it with everybody as well, because why not? And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!